What if I told you most drawing advice is actually slowing you down? And what if the real way to improve crazy fast feels so effortless it almost shouldn't be allowed? Everyone tells you just practice more if you want to get better. But let me ask you, how's that working out? Are you actually improving or just grinding for hours and feeling stuck? The truth is, grinding for hours won't make you improve faster. In fact, it might be the very reason you are stuck. So today I'll share a method that makes you improve at drawing so fast it almost feels illegal. And no, it's not some generic practice more advice. It's a game changer. Stick around because by the end of this video you'll learn 4 simple rules that will completely transform how you draw, without burnout, without frustration and without wasting time. Let's get into it. Let me ask you, have you ever watched an art tutorial that gives you advice like draw 1000 cubes every week, practice 4 to 8 hours a day just like pros do, fill an entire sketchbook every month or else? Sounds intense, right? But does it actually work? Well, if you ever felt suspicious about this kind of advice, you were right. It doesn't work like that. But why? Let's take a look at 2 artists. The first one follows every of these art advices. He starts with crazy intensity, grinding every day for a lot of hours. His skills skyrockets for a week. Then burnout. No progress for months. The second one, slower at first, but steady. No burnout, and over time he leaves the first artist in the dust. So what's the secret? The second artist knows something that makes his practice 10 times more effective and sustainable. Turns out he followed 4 simple rules. Let's break them down, starting with the first one. Most people think improving and drawing is all about discipline. They tell themselves, I just need to try harder, stay focused and push through all the distractions. But have you ever noticed how that never seems to work? You sit down to draw, but suddenly you are scrolling your phone, lost in notifications or watching just one more video. Why does this keep happening? It's because willpower is weak. No matter how much you try to resist distractions, they always find a way to pull you in. But here's the secret, you don't need more willpower. You need to change your environment. What? Environment? How does it even relate to drawing? Think about it. No one struggles to avoid eating chocolate if there is no chocolate around. Let's apply this for our distractions. Real studies show that highly efficient people don't rely on willpower. They design their environments so the success happens automatically. Instead of forcing yourself to focus, make drawing the only option. Here's how you can do it. Use a free browser extension like Undistracted to block social media and YouTube. Remove every distraction from your workspace. Keep your phone out of the room. And here is what I do with my own setup. Right now on my desk I only have my monitor, MacBook, keyboard, mouse and my pen tablet, so I can only draw. And there is one more crucial thing here on a table. But we'll get to this secret weapon in one of the next rules. But even with the perfect setup, there is one hidden obstacle that can make or break your progress. It's not social media, not procrastination, it's your tools. Sounds strange, right? Think about it. If your tablet lags, your pen feels off or your workflow keep getting interrupted, it's just another distraction. And distractions kill progress. So to make environment work for you instead of against you, this is what I use. The Xencelabs Pen Display 16 is designed for artists who want a drawing experience that feels completely natural. The first time I use it, I noticed something immediately. I wasn't thinking about my tools anymore. No lag, no clunky shortcuts and no constant readjustments. Just pure, uninterrupted drawing. The OLED screen delivers stunning colors, so what I see while drawing is exactly how it should look. The 2 included pens of different size come in a case with a felt tip nibs that make it feel like drawing on paper. And my favorite part, the quick keys. Instead of constantly hunting for shortcuts or breaking my flow to adjust the settings, I have everything I need right at my fingertips. It keeps me in the zone, so I can focus on creating. Check Xencelabs Pen Display 16 in the link below. Okay, but what should you actually draw to improve faster? Well, that brings us to the rule number 2. What if the art advices you've been following is the very thing holding you back? You have to practice this way. You must start with cubes. Don't waste time on line art, do this instead. But something here feels off, doesn't it? Like, the more you force yourself to follow these rules, the less you actually want to draw. So what's the real key to improvement? It's not grinding through methods that drain your passion. It's protecting your most valuable asset, your desire to draw. Because here's the thing, no matter how effective your practice is, it's worthless if it kills your motivation and makes you never want to draw again. Love drawing characters? Draw them. Want to make stylized art? Forget realism first and draw what you like. But wait, if we are only drawing what we love, how do we actually improve? That's where the rule number 3 comes in. What if I told you that grinding through studies every day might be the reason you are stuck? Most artists fall into one of 2 traps. Some force themselves to study non-stop, dedicating hours to anatomy drills, perspective grids and technical exercises. But instead of improving, they hit a wall, and eventually they burn out. Others take the opposite route. They only draw what feels fun, avoiding studies completely. But after months, even years, they realize their skills aren't really progressing. So what's the solution? There is a way to improve naturally without forcing yourself through exhausting practice routines. And when you get this right, something crazy happens. You'll start leveling up even when you're just drawing for fun. But how does it work? And more importantly, how do you apply it? Let's break it down. First, you should dedicate only 20% of your overall drawing time to focus studies, mastering perspective, construction, composition, and so on. The structure and exercises for your studies are in my free digital art workbook, link in the description below. Okay, but what about the other 80%? This is where most people go wrong. They assume the rest of their time should be also filled with structured practice, but that's not how real improvement works. See, something powerful happens when you step away from rigid study sessions. Without even realizing it, your brain processes what you've learned, filling in the gaps, strengthening connections and turning new skills into second nature. You improve without forcing it. And the best way to make it happen? Spend that remaining 80% of your time creating what's fun for you. Now, the most powerful rule. So remember how I mentioned something crucial on my desk earlier? It's time to reveal it. Everywhere I go, I had this with me. Whether I'm on the bus, in the cafe, or just waiting around, I use it. It's something so simple yet so powerful that completely changes the way you improve. Over time, this creates a strong habit that outperforms any intense grind session. What is it? A paper sketchbook and a pen, which I use to draw whenever I have time. And here's the thing about it. All these rules are super effective, but they won't help if you can't focus on drawing. So how can you do this without any effort? Well, I'll show it in this next video. See you there.